focusing more on some other economies, and China's waning appetite for commodities and the stop-start U.S. recovery have certainly taken a toll on several economies. Yet Mexico is still expected to grow by about 4% this year. Now, a big boost for Mexico comes from the money that Mexicans living abroad send back home. In the first half of this year, those funds rose 6% to almost $2 billion. Ross Velton reports from Mexico City.
This candle burns for a mechanic in Midwestern USA to keep him safe while he works to send money back home. Julieta's his wife. She gets about $150 every 2 months or so, but remittances have a habit of going up and down.
In the crisis in the States, probably in 2009, 2010, and even a good part of 2011, we could find that those remittances went down, particularly in 2009, because of lack of employment in the States, because of the crisis in the housing sector, precisely in construction.
But he says the American economy is starting to improve, giving the Mexicans living there more cash to send home. But what's the big deal?
In terms of our GDP, in terms of the size of the economy, it is not that great. It is about 2.5% of GDP.
But they're still Mexico's main way of getting dollars, apart from selling oil. And remittances matter at a human level. Like many people in Mexico, Julieta depends greatly on the money her husband sends. For example, it pays for the electricity, which powers the television, which lets her and her grandchildren watch the soap operas. Julieta says so far her grandsons have no dreams of one day going themselves to work in the US. And migration from Mexico to America is now said to be at a standstill. But even so, remittances are on the up, although Julieta says hers have in fact been going down.
I talk to my husband on the phone, but there's no way to judge what he says. I either believe him or I don't.
A bit like in the soap operas. Ross Velton, CCTV, Mexico City.